All right, what's up, guys? Evan Aldo here. So, been pretty boring since our bounce off of this logarithmic spiral line on Bitcoin. Went scalp long there, still in the scalp long, hit two take profits in the exclusive Discord. That was from yesterday. You guys would have saw that entry from my video yesterday. Things have been relatively boring since then. In terms of what may happen, I don't pay attention normally to traditional TA, but you can kind of see it in your 30 minute. Maybe we have a reverse head and shoulders, something like that. Not the biggest thing, but I am leaning, more bullish still. Had some, swing long entries that are just doing well with the funding fees right now because more people are going short rather than long. Usually the masses get it wrong. Usually they do. Sometimes they get it right. Not always, but the average person just flopping and groping around. I don't know if they're going to get it right with these shorts. We're about to print a green dot, almost would have been a trigger wave earlier. It went down a lot with this momentum wave. Thought it would kind of print more up here on our 30 minute, but not quite. However, the main thing I'm looking at for our top down analysis right here is 2 day. It's going to print this green dot, and I've been talking about it. It's been on and off printing it. I'm talking about it for a while. We could have a pump this afternoon maybe, and we finally get a green dot here, and that's what brings us, back up to maybe a lot of resistance. We're gonna hit resistance at 54K. We're probably gonna hit some resistance at this line, 57K. More resistance at 60K, but we may have the way up from this. I mean, look at the last time something like this has happened. We just crashed down further. No, I'm just kidding. But in terms of most of these, this one didn't work out. Money flow generally coming down there. It does look like that. That's the more bearish case if we do have that happen. However, once it started printing, we did come up from this area to that area, so it still was a percentage up. It'll still be enough. You may still come up to 50 something K, and I'll still make a nice buck from that long that I'm in, or in the other longs that are in the red right now from the weekend, just waiting on. Made the money back that I've been in the red through the two scalp longs. I re-entered the scalp longs. So, when you're just bouncing off of a certain area like that spiral line, you could go with higher leverage and you're not risking too much money to make a lot of money. So our daily, we're printing this red dot. It's not too bad to me. I think this momentum wave will generally curve upward, and we could have this, and then you just print a green dot right around here in a day or two, or this goes away. It's not even confirmed yet. We got 5 hours to confirm. Will it confirm? I mean, if we stay at these levels the next 5 hours, it probably will. If we come up, it probably won't. So that's a decent sign. You don't like how a VWAP is coming down, printing a red dot while money flows in the red. However, your 2 day may save the show there. Your 16 hour. You're curving up with the VWAP. This is good. You're about to get a nice divergence. I mean, these divergences like this don't happen too often. And even if we just come up, up to 50K, that's fine. All my red positions are going to be in the green. I could just get out there and take some more profits on my other Bitcoin long that I went in yesterday. Here to here, I like this. The same divergence. Your VWAP is coming up here. You're about to get that green dot relatively soon. 8 hour, same deal. It's coming up. It could take, when could this print the green dot? It could be tonight. We could be just sideways boring for the next few hours. Nothing much happening. Your 4 hour, it's kind of like how the daily is. Like, I think we could easily just curve back up and go down, kind of like a situation like here. See, you're coming up, you came back down, then you finally came up a bit more. So it could either, I'd say there's a good shot, probably more likely than not we come back up to 50, test 50 here. In terms of like history repeating itself, I know I've been saying, a lot of this quarter 4 of 2021 has felt like quarter 4 of 2020. And in the sense that, September, people were giving up in 2020, and then we went to the moon. Elon, just a year ago, first started tweeting about Dogecoin. Now, I believe it was either January or of last year. I think it was around December or something, this general time. Tweeted something else about Dogecoin, shot it up 20%. We'll look at Dogecoin, and it could be the start of something. I mean, I've mapped out Dogecoin a few times. I think it could actually hit $1 during this peak, during this cycle. So that's possible. In terms of the bears thinking the cycle's over, you kind of need that. You kind of need doubters. You need those people there. The masses usually always get it wrong. I'd say the masses right now, since more people are shorting, generally half and half, more people are thinking it's going to be bearish, but getting closer and closer to printing that green dot, VWAP coming up on 30 minutes. So I'm hopeful. These lower time frames usually get a pattern like this mama turtle right here, as CryptoFace would say, baby turtle, and then you finally come right into the green a lot, maybe over here in the next few hours. Tonight we get a nice night, maybe we come up to 54, maybe we come up to 50. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So let's move on to Ethereum, and it's generally looking kind of the same. Let's look at our 3-day, okay, VWAP curving down, 2-day VWAP curving down. A lot of red, green, red. It can't make up its mind here. I've talked about this before. It's hard for me to really have an opinion on that. VWAP generally curving down. It could curve back up. I'm kind of thinking we're still in the green though, so it's not the worst situation, I would say. VWAP coming up on 16. This is about to print a nice divergence. So look at this. These don't come up too often. From here to here, and then from all the way here to here. That's a big divergence. I mean, right as you're hitting that line, we could have easily already hit the bottom there, and then right on the way back to 4,000, which is what I'm kind of thinking. Your 10-hour, you're getting close, kind of the same divergence you can see there. You're getting close to printing that green dot. Same deal. 8-hour, very close to printing the green dot. 6-hour, I believe, we confirmed a green dot. That's pretty big. I mean, the last time confirmed here, you came up. It probably would bring you up to close to 4,000. And then with the divergence there, I mean, you came up even higher. So with this here, and then you can see this divergence, that is a divergence all the way from back here to there, big divergence. This could easily bring us up, 41, or just start our way up all the way back to all-time highs maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Don't underestimate crypto right now. Do not underestimate crypto. Inflation is getting out of hand. I think it's only a matter of time till crypto catches up with this. Curving up right there with the VWAP, you're about to get another, smaller, well, not really diverge from there to there. You'll probably get a divergence in the hourly, and then some of these lower time frames. Same deal with the 30-minute. Yeah, I like this. Money flow generally curving up, good curvature there. So I think we're, in terms of how low could we go, maybe you mess around with this point, this fib level, come down to here maybe, or maybe we hit the bottom there. It wouldn't surprise me either way. The fact that, I'm just getting free money, just holding my position, a few of my positions in the red right now for Ethereum, for a lot of these altcoins, is making me optimistic. Let's take a look at Cardano, because Cardano is interesting. I think there's a shot we finally hit the bottom here. So on the daily, what I want to show you is we have 4 yellow X's, and usually on the time frame this high, the 4 yellow X strategy, it doesn't mean too much, so I wouldn't give it like a crazy amount of credence to prove we hit the bottom. However, if there is manipulation, if there are whale dumps here, it would make sense that it came down all the way in that normal pattern, where you go like, anxiety, disbelief, yada, yada. Then, everyone gives up here. Then you make a recovery. It makes sense. It's that triangle pattern, that 3 amigo pattern, that, or single amigo pattern that CryptoFace makes, or we can make 2 amigos there. And then, then you come back up. Decent curvature there. Let's look at some not really good curve. Honestly, the daily, it's not looking the best with the red top, but you're coming up here, so there are divergences forming. Don't get too optimistic, but I do think there's a good possibility. Like fundamentally, I think Cardano should come back. I really have been optimistic about this. You're about to get a nice divergence there. Very oversold with RSIs. Your 12-hour, generally coming up, same deal. Let's look at your 6-hour. Your 6-hour, you're curving up there. Everything looks like, it looks bottomy. It looks like you're hitting the bottom. You may, toy around, at these levels a little bit more, but a lot of yellow X's there. Wow. 30-minute curving upward. So, I mean, even if let's say we repeat this general thing and only come up a little bit, we'd still probably come back up to, 130 or something. And I don't know where I entered the trade, but I mean, I'll probably be in the green enough to, get out of it or make a quick buck or just, make the money I made through the funding fees of going long while most people are going short on this. So yeah, I've been long on that. So let's look at Doge. Doge, it got your 20% bump. It feels the same way that it feels when Elon first talked about it. Now it's really dumping back down. Let's do a top down on this because I haven't looked at this for a while. So, we have that place of this general place that price likes to spike off of there, hit off of there, stability. Your daily in between, nothing, no divergences really. Well, maybe all the way. Nah, that's too long. I wouldn't even go by that. That's so long ago. I mean, you can make the divergence from there to there. Yeah, it's a divergence. Okay, not the biggest thing. Your 12-hour, you're starting. It seems like you're kind of getting, where you were over, like back here or something. You're deep in the red. You are relatively oversold, kind of like over here, and then you pump up. Maybe you pump up to 30 cents. Maybe you pump up to a little bit as Bitcoin comes back and everything goes back. Maybe you pump up to this area. What I'm kind of thinking. So your 8-hour, you've been in the red for a while, good curvature. You're coming back with the money flow almost. Usually when you come back up, you're kind of like you're down kind of, in one of these general areas. It's been a while, so it could be reminiscent of like here. Price likes to stick to that level. What's that percentage? Probably would bring you could even come up to 50 cents maybe. I'm not talking about tomorrow, but in the next, few month or so. That general area, you're about to have a money flow crossover on the 4-hour. Most of these have not worked out well at all in the past. We're due for one to finally work out. We're due for something like that or something like over here to finally work out. So I am relatively optimistic on this. It was kind of a pump and dump. A lot of people just took the pump. Now they're getting out. But I think you have more room to go. I think as more people talk about crypto, I think it'll generally trend upward a little bit more. So is Cardano, Dogecoin. How about we look at Polkadot? Polkadot's a good one. I like Polkadot a lot. Let me look at like the Kraken chart for it because you can see more in the past. So a lot of manipulation X's on the 3-hour. Let's look at the 2-day. So 2-day, you're printing that that strong bottom, strong green dot. Last time this happened, you came down a little bit more on the 2-day. Keep in mind this was a little bit worse back here because you were crossing into the red. However, this general one, they did bring you up a good amount. This is a downward one on an anchor wave. So this one brought you up a good amount. So this could be the bottom. This is the reason why this could be the bottom. If you even just come up to, back to $40, that would be a nice trade on my part. I've been long on this one too. And again, more people are going short than going long. So we'll see what happens. I think that's generally a strong thing. Your 3-hour, you're curving up. You're about to get that 3-hour green dot there. It didn't work well, but you're in the green. It looks better. It looks like you're going to come up a bit higher. So your 12-hour, I like that. It looks pretty oversold. You're coming up with the momentum waves. I like what I'm seeing for the most part. This actually could be the bottom right here. The 6-hour, I like what I'm seeing. Money flow coming up, momentum waves coming up. Let's go to your 2-hour. So your 2-hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot of yellow X's, a lot of whale dumps, people just maybe getting scared, getting rid of it. But you're generally coming up all the way from here, generally coming up with the money flow. A lot of these crossovers into green have not been working out well at all on your 2-hour. We're due for one to finally work out. So that's what I'm thinking here. Generally, your 30-minute coming up the money flow. So yeah, sometimes you dip below the area that you're looking for, and then you come back up. It's like a really low time frame, so I'm curious. Your 10-minute money flow generally coming in. Your 3-minute even, choppy. When you look at time frames that low, it's kind of useless. But your 15, I think it's kind of going to be the thing with like Bitcoin, Mama Turtle, Baby Turtle. Then you finally come up. A wick down below $25, not the worst thing. So that was the analysis today. If you want to check out my exclusive Discord, link in the description below with some of my entries, my exclusive analysis, all of that. My trading course is out, 15% off. Link in the description below, Trader 15. I'm going to add a new strategy in addition to the other ones on there, a scalp trading strategy pretty soon. So check that out if you are interested. If you want to create a new BITGET account, want to create a new Phoenix account, links in the description below. If you want to get Market Cipher, 15% off, discount code ALDO15. Guys, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.